Pop-Wunderkind, Weltstar kommende. Es ist fast kein Superlativ, das man bei ihr nicht schon gebraucht hat. Sie hat mit 15 den Durchbruch geschafft, ist weltberühmt worden. Jetzt hockt sie da, macht sich bereit für das SRF 3 Showcase, wo sie zum ersten Mal ihre ganz eigenen Songs spielen. Und da hockt sie jetzt. Birdy, pleased to meet you. Nice having you here.
Nice to meet you too. Thanks for having me.
Are you nervous?
A little bit, yeah.
Only a little?
Well, I always get nervous before a show, so it's kind of scary, but I love it on stage.
But you should get used to the stage right now because you played quite a lot of shows. You had one tour, now it's going to be your second tour. How do you feel to be on the second tour with your new album, with your own songs?
It feels it's really exciting. I mean, I've always wanted to release an album of all originals, so to be playing them live with my band is really fun, and I feel a bit more attached to these songs, so it's kind of nicer on stage to be playing them.
Why do you feel more attached to these songs?
Well, they're all my own, so they all tell my own stories, and they're quite personal. So I've always had this image of how they might sound, and it's nice to be playing that.
You're playing here for the SRF 3 showcase in quite a small venue. It's like there will be around 400 people. And what do you prefer, play small venues or big stages?
I like both. I like it when it's small because it's intimate, but also it's kind of scarier because you can see everyone's face. When it's a bigger show, everyone just blurs into one kind of colour, and it's not as scary somehow, but both are good.
What is the most intimate moment in a show you have with people?
I think it's probably, for me, I play in the set a few quite stripped back songs, and those are always moments where you can really feel a connection, and I love that.
What is the big difference between your first tour you did and now the second tour? Is there any difference, or did anything change?
Well, the new set will be I'm playing my guitar on stage, and also I'm singing just with the microphone, so that's kind of new.
So you learned to play the guitar for this tour and for your record. You even wrote songs on the guitar. How did that feel like?
Well, it was really nice to learn a new instrument, and I found that it actually brought new songs out of me, which I didn't know I could write, I guess, and a new sound. So it was really interesting to have that on the album. Was
it hard to write songs on the guitar?
Well, I think I so badly wanted to play it. I practice every day, and I still can't play very well, but hopefully it'll go okay tonight.
I'm sure it will be okay, but there's some people say you should write songs on the instrument you're the least able to play, so then it's going to be the best songs. On which instrument do you prefer to write your songs, on the piano or on the guitar?
I like both. I think I'll always go back to the piano in the end, but it's been really fun, and I often just take my guitar into my room and use that to write on now.
On this record, Fire Within, which will be coming out on 20th of September, you play almost only your own songs. There are no cover songs like on the first record. You said you are more attached because they are more personal to you, there are personal stories. Was it hard to write these own songs knowing that there are millions of fans waiting for this record? Yeah, well, it wasn't hard to write them. It's something I love doing anyway, and it's something I've always wanted to do. But it's kind of scary because no one's heard my writing before, so I'm nervous of what people might think. But I'm more excited than anything. How do you feel about those old covers you did? Are you still playing them live, or do you think no, now it's time for my own songs?
There's still some in the set which I really loved playing, and I love the old album and playing all the covers. But I'm happy to be moving on as well to my own stuff.
You're 17 now. In 10 years you're going to be the same age as I am now, but you're already a star. Aren't you afraid that in 10 years everything could be over?
I guess so, yeah. I mean, hopefully I can continue doing music, and I hope people like this record and I can keep writing and releasing more.
Is there anything you would do if you weren't a musician?
I think I'd always love things that are creative, like art and writing, and so I'd probably do one of those two, I guess.
So still the arts.
Yeah.
So if you had, you call yourself Birdy now. it's more a name. It suits me a name for good for a girl or for a young woman. But if you get older, would you change your name and use your complete name?
No, well, Birdy's always been just my name, and it's what all my family call me and my friends, so it's always just been my name, and I don't really use Jasmine that much.
Okay, so they call you Birdy before?
Yeah, it's always just been my nickname, I guess.
How did that happen?
It was from when I was a baby, and my parents used to feed me, and I'd open my mouth really wide like a little bird. So it just stuck after that. And
so that's how you got your name, because of feeding. Nice. Going back to your new record, you did a lot of changes. You don't play covers anymore. You write your own songs. You try to go more attached to the songs. Is there one story you think this is the most important story I tell on this record?
Well, each song tells a different story, and I don't think there's one which is, I guess, the most important. But the new single Wings, which is out, is about having just a really wonderful time with your friends and kind of missing that moment. And so it's kind of sad, but it's also a happy memory.
Aren't you sometimes scared, because everything went so fast with you, that things could happen too fast and that you don't catch up with developing yourself?
Well, no, because everything's happened quite gradually for me, even though it seems like it's gone quickly. I've had time to get used to it all, and so it's kind of been nice. I've been surrounded by a team of people who I love and who are there to look out for me. So
you're going to play a showcase here in Switzerland. It's the second showcase you actually play here in Switzerland. How do you like this country? How do you like playing in front of Swiss people?
Well, I haven't really had a chance to look around at all yet. So it'd be nice to come back, but the show last time was really fun, so looking forward to tonight.
Do you look people in the eyes when they at your show? Do you have eye contact or something like that during your show?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you can't see the audience because of the lights, but yeah, it's nice to see people's faces.
And what does that do to you when you see people standing there singing along your songs? How does it feel like?
It's kind of overwhelming, I guess, and it's so nice to see people enjoying the show and having fun, so it's a really wonderful feeling.
And now for this show, you told me before you're a little bit nervous, but not too nervous. What can we expect now? What will you show us? Is it a mix between all the new songs, and what will be special?
Well, there's a few of the old album on there, but a lot of the new songs. So it's I'm going to be standing and also playing my guitar, so it's different than last time. But yeah, I hope people enjoy the new music.
Yeah, I'm sure they will enjoy it. We got over 3,000. Over 3,000 people wanted to come to this show. There are only 400 in here. You got a huge fan base in Switzerland, which supports you and which loves you. And I'm sure it's going to be a great show tonight. And how do you feel about that? This pressure, all this attention. What does that to you?
It's kind of, I guess it's very strange and it's kind of surreal for me. But at the same time, it's so wonderful that people are showing support, and I feel very lucky to have such loyal fans. And yeah, it's really great.
You're playing a lot of shows now. You're on stage by yourself or with your band touring. What was the last concert you went to, just as a fan?
I went to see Paloma Faith in concert at the O2 in London, which was an incredible concert. And I went with some friends, so it was really fun.
And which one would be the next, or which act would you love to see next?
Which act? I'm a huge fan of a new band called London Grammar. I'd love to see them live.
Great. We play London Grammar right now on SRF 3. We are also huge fans, so it's going to be nice. And it's going to be a nice show. I'm sure you will rock the stage. And I hope you have a lot of fun with the Swiss audience here, with the SRF 3 listeners. And I wish you all the best and a good show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.